Hey everyone, welcome back to my raid Let's Free to Play account. We have not done this account in a few days. That's largely because a lot of my raid time had to go to my main account. The event has been taking up a lot of my time. Plarium have once again raised the numbers required in a lot of the events to achieve the fragments you need for the fragment event. And so for a 150-day account like my main is, and still free to play on there as well, it's been a bit of a grind in a lot of respect. The dungeon divers was a big number, the champ training was a big number. Even though I 6-starred a couple of champions during the event, it still took me a lot of work to get up there, and it was taking me a lot of time, even with using BlueStacks and the macro system. My time was just sucked up there. And I've also started a Total War Warhammer 2 Let's Play as well in multiplayer, trying to improve at that. So that, along with real life taking up some time, it's been a challenge to get on this account. I've still been doing my dailies, I've still been using my energy, still been farming what arena I can, and I've gained a few rewards for it. No champions as yet, but we have stored up some shards to use today. So we've got a void shard and some ancient shards. We'll be pulling them at the end of this stream, so I can go away and cry privately after I've done it. And we'll probably pull some of these mystery shards. I've been waiting for the new Summon Rush event, because although we're not going for the fragments, which are, wow, surprisingly achievable, especially for this level. I'm assuming on my main these will be bigger numbers, and this will almost certainly be a bigger number that I won't be able to achieve either. I just don't have the fragments left, the shards left to pull. God, that's a nice row though. If only. Wales, just loving this right now. But yeah, so don't know if we'll even get to a book, but we'll get ourselves some crystals and we'll get some more Iron Brago shards on this account, on fragments on this account as well. I was hoping for 3 or 4 really easy to achieve rewards for this, but I've saved my shards now, so that's that. So we'll pull those in a little bit. As for where I'm going next with this account, champion wise, we're in exactly the same position as we were, with the one exception. I've decided, due to my terrible luck, I've decided to collect a Saurus. He's easily farmable, very easy to max out. He's a 2-star, and I'm going to turn him into my campaign farmer. He's, once properly geared and leveled up, he is a very fast campaign farmer, due to the fact that both his skills are just AoE attack based massacre everything skills. So once I get him leveled, as you can see, we've had a few dupes already, which I put into him. Once we get him up and leveled, he'll be a perfectly adequate campaign farmer, and that lets me, didn't mean to close that, put the rest of these champions that I've already got into a dungeon team. And literally that's what my focus is going to be, as it has been from the start. I want to get that dragon's progression, and so Elhain, Draconis, Aethel, so that's my 2 nukers for the dungeon. That's my sustain, and then Luria is wave control, and she punches reasonably hard at the end as well. And then I have a choice, depending on what we pull today, fingers crossed for something. I can either bring a reviver, or I can bring some more damage, or we can see what we get today. There's still this heiress that I built as well, so I have some options, but my main four people for my dungeon teams are there, and then hopefully I'll be able to fit in some food as well, depending on what level we get to. We did progress a little bit further in the dungeons, in dragons I believe we got another couple done. So yeah, we finished 8 and 9 now. We're just still stuck on this 4th stage, because my nukers just don't do enough damage in their current state. So my aim will be to, once I've done these pulls, it will be to farm up some food and get this dungeon team, at least those 4 champions, to level 50, get them maxed out, and get one of them, as you can see we've almost got the crystals for it, get one of them into their masteries, get that giant killer going, so we can start actually making some progress in the dungeons, farming some of that 5 and 6-star gear. We've got a few shards in the forward. We've still been doing the daily grind in the faction wars, so we'll potentially make some more 4 or 5-star perception gear on here as well. In fact, let's do that now. Let's Let's see how the first two pieces go and see if we carry on from there. What do we have in the way of charms? Are these worth using? I'll use a couple, because a couple of rarity charms, maybe. Other than that, not really much going. Let's see if we can get some boots out of this. Some rare boots. And we do! Oh, wow! And there's all my luck. So I just wasted all my luck on a pair of speed boots, and now Plarium will absolutely screw me once again with my shard pulls. But even so, 5-star pair of speed boots with accuracy and hit points on them. That's not bad at all. Let's roll one more and see what happens. Sorry, my voice is going a bit croaky. Crit rate and speed. Still, as long as it doesn't magnet itself to resistance for a triple, that's not another quite nice piece of gear. That'll do, I think, for the forge. We'll keep those for later, and we'll get on to the exciting bit for the day. Let's pull 3 sets of uncommons, see if 3 sets of mystery shards, get some uncommons. We'll go and burn through enough of them so we can then pull these, but let's see if we can get one of those, albeit rares out of these. Nothing so far. Just food. Oh, I thought that was a long enough pause, but no. And 10 more. Not looking good. No. Oh, we got a weekly goal. Okay, let's burn some of those. We could put some of those in here. Who don't we like to level? We don't like leveling these guys. I don't know. I have a soft spot for Death Knight. I quite like leveling them up for some reason. And these guys, these ladies, are always good for some leveling as well. So let's get rid of you guys, and then we will have some more space. All right. So what have we got? 32, 42, 50. So we can do. We'll do 10 more, and then we will pull these and see where we're at. Almost don't want it to pull a rare now, just in case that burns the rest of my shard pulling luck for the night. Okay, so we've got nothing in there. All right, here we go. Let's pull these ancients. Everybody, cross your fingers for me. Dear Lord, does this account deserve some luck? Fingers crossed. Everything's crossed. It's rare, and it's Kalek. Oh, we've collected another starter champion. I suppose at least he hits relatively hard. We can fit him into that Dragons team if we have to as well. Oh dear. So 3 starter champions and nothing else so far in this account. This is amazing. Plarium just really doesn't like this account. Here we go. Shard number 2 of 3. It's rare. It's a Muckstalker. I don't think he is particularly useful. 30% chance of block buffs. Sleep if you have no active buffs. And a continuous heal on himself. Yeah, that's more food. Last one. Come on, Plarium, please. It's epic. It's epic, and it's Frostbringer, who I have never had before, and I don't hear very good things. But let's have a look. Two hit on a 15% chance books to 35% chance of a big heal reduction on her A1. I suppose that's good for Spirit and potentially Fire Knight. 3 hit her on her A2, 60% decrease if you have a heal reduction. Okay, so she's not bad for Fire Knights then. So she'll do her A1, then she'll 3 hit on her A2, and if you've already got the heal reduction on, you get the big decreased defense on a 3 turn with 2 turns. She's not too bad. 15% increase, 50% increase stack on all allies on a 4-turn cooldown once booked. And those go up to the... That just goes up to a big speed once using. Okay, so I've got a speed booster, so she'll almost certainly go into the dungeon teams as a speed booster. She's not too bad for dragons either. She can, even though it doesn't require the A1 skill, she does put a big decreased defense on there, which will help out with doing damage to the dragon, and she's magic affinity as well, just like my nukers, so she'll help out with levels, what is it, 7, 11, 15, 19, 20. 7, 11, 15, 20. I don't know. So yeah, not the best pull I could have hoped for. Surprised that she doesn't have any freezes. She's called Frostbringer, although she does buff defense in dungeons with her aura, so that's quite a useful aura to have, because a lot of my champions aren't going to be high defense. The only sustain I've got is actually hit point tank, so that's not bad. And apparently she is actually a hit point champ, so she may well become my tank for single target attacks as well. So I'll buff her defense quite high, leave her hit points relatively low, and then use her as a lead as well. Okay, well, it's an epic. It's something. That means my team will have 2 epics in it, both of them with a little bit of control, but that speed boosting is definitely good. Would have preferred Apothecary, really, to be honest, a bit more use, but could have been worse. And now we will pull the void. There isn't a 2 times on voids for another like 3 weeks, so we're gonna pull this. So once again, everybody, thoughts and prayers, everyone. Thoughts and prayers. Here we go on the void. It's rare. It's a Ripper Fist. This account is just determined to give me heal reduction. I mean, he can go into my clan boss team for the decrease attack and his A1. It's only the baby decrease attack, but why not? Better than anything else I have at the moment for that. Again, we got this big heal reduction, triple hitter for, I don't know. And then every time he drops below 50%. Okay, so we don't even want that skill being used on clan boss. We literally just want him smashing his A1 constantly. Just see if we can get that decrease attack down on clan boss, if he even is usable in the team. Once again, this account it really just can't pull anything, can it? It has no luck whatsoever. So we do have another new epic in Frostbringer. At least she looks cool. I will give her that. I like the model. I don't understand why. Oh, it's good clipping. Good job. I have no idea why she wouldn't freeze. Like, how is this not a freeze champion? What Plarium? What are you thinking? Calling something Frostbringer, giving it a frost staff, dressing her in like Nordic plate mail, and then giving a heal reduction instead of freeze. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. While you've got the Dark Elf, who has nothing to do with freezing whatsoever, where heal reduction would probably make more sense. Who does an AoE freeze? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, we pulled an epic. It's almost more than I can hope for on this account. We at least got the gems. We might as well take the fragments. Yeah, wow. I don't know what to say. This account is killing me. It really is. So we'll keep going with the current plan. She'll go into the dungeon team as one of the 5 for the dungeons, and then I will continue building up Saurus as my campaign farmer and see how far I can get. So targets are Dragons 11, and then in the campaign I just want to finish and get this before the 2 times sacreds, which will be in about, what is it, 9 or 10 days, 10 days time, or 7 days, I guess. It's Friday, technically, according to the game today now. So yeah, in 7 days time. So if I can get through the rest of these stars on hard, with whichever 2 champions I need to, get that sacred for the 2 times, and at least I get another bad epic. But there we go, that's it for today. Some terrible shard pulls. I'm going to go burn through some of that food and pull the rest of these mysteries in this event, just because I'm tired of holding on to them. You never know. Maybe I'll get a rare eventually from it. What do I get if I get another 150 points? I just get some more fragments, which I don't need. But we'll do it anyway. No point streaming that for you guys. I will screenshot anything good that happens or terrible that happens, and that will go into the next stream. That's it for this roundup. I say this account's been suffering a little bit from neglect. I was never under any impression that this would be a super fast progression for this account, which is why I'm not too worried that I'm a few days between these recordings now. I know you guys don't want to get absolutely inundated with them constantly when there's nothing really happening on the account. So I'm going to go away, spend a few days working on those teams, see if I can get a bit better gear for them, and get my way up to, like I say, Dragons 11 and through the hard part of the campaign with the 6 champions that I'm now going to be working on. As always, thanks for watching. I would love a subscribe and a like if you are enjoying the content, or even if you're not. To be honest, I would still love the like and subscribe. You can always turn off the notifications after you've subscribed, but please do support me. It would mean a great deal, and hopefully I can keep making better content and more content for you guys. See you next time. Take care.